Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of My Journey, the series where I showcase some of my most recent Track of the Day author medals in my ongoing effort to achieve them all. We'll be starting out volume number 27 today with my 588th author medal, which came on the track Islet, which was made by K. Cetus, and it was the Track of the Day back on June 18th of 2025. Islet was a grass track that had an author time of 46.015 seconds, and about 250 players have also achieved this author medal. Took me about an hour and 25 minutes to get this one, ending with a time of 45.868 seconds. Unfortunately, I drove this track quite a long time ago, so I don't remember a ton about it, but at least I could go back and watch the live stream of me playing this one, and it seemed like for the most part I very much enjoyed this track, though there were a couple of issues with it, including the opening ramp, which you could sometimes clip on. Wasn't very often, but still a problem, and this jump turn onto that grass was also a bit of a frustrating section, but overall a solid track. Now moving on to a somewhat more recent track of the day, we have Monochrome Monolith, which was made by Votisk, and it was the track of the day on November 3rd of 2025. Monochrome Monolith was a mixed track with an author medal time of 45.841 seconds, and about 350 players have achieved this author medal as well. Took me about 57 minutes to get this one, ending with a time of 45.695 seconds. This track was a bit of a mixed bag for me. There were some turns that I liked and others that I didn't like, including checkpoint 4 to 5. It was very hard to judge the auto slide, and the checkpoint we just passed there, checkpoint 8, there was some sausage right after it, and it just was not a smooth transition. So overall, a bit of a mixed bag for me on this one. It was sort of an okay track. My 590th author medal came on the track Desert Island Disc, which was made by Gaffy, and it was the track of the day on November 5th of 2025. Desert Island Disc was a dirt track that had an author time of 55.998 seconds, and about 400 players have achieved this author medal as well. Took me about 30 minutes to get this one, ending with a time of 55.88 seconds. I found this one to be your fairly typical dirt track. Nothing overly exciting about it. It was still a good track nonetheless, but one thing that made me enjoy it less was right after checkpoint 6, there is a left-hand turn that for whatever reason they put two light poles basically in the middle of what would otherwise be a pretty good line there. Not sure what the exact reasoning for that would be, but yeah, it was super easy to clip those, ruining your run basically halfway through, and it was just a fairly annoying section of the track. My next author medal came on the track The Light of Valinor, which was made by Spike, and it was the track of the day on the following day, November 6th of 2025. The Light of Valinor was a plastic and tech track with an author time of 40.845 seconds, and about 1,800 players have achieved this one, making it one of the easier ones from today's video. Took me 12 minutes to get, ending with a time of 39.388 seconds. Now, this wasn't the most well-calculated track. There were some gearing issues on this one, as well as some tight blind drifts, but not every track of the day has to be super calculated, and sometimes it's fun to have these sorts of ones where you kind of got to figure it out yourself. For my 592nd author medal, we have the track Foyuko, which was made by Yin, and it was the track of the day on November 11th of 2025. Foyuko was a snow kart track with an author time of 42.065 seconds. About 550 players have the author medal on this one. Took me about 29 minutes to get, ending with a time of 41.675 seconds. I thought this was a fairly good snow kart track. There were a couple of super tight turns on this one, which I feel could have been, given a little bit more margin for error, and that includes the very final turn, which you have a lot of speed for. It's pretty blind, and you kind of just have to full send it, hoping you don't crash, which is not ideal at the very end of a track. My next author medal came on the track released on November 19th of 2025, and that is Kalite Citadel, which was made by Wormy. Kalite Citadel was a rally car track with an author time of 46.421 seconds, and only about 325 players have achieved this author medal. Took me about 19 minutes to get, ending with a time of 46.405 seconds. So admittedly, I'm not the best at the rally car, so I found this track to be a little bit hard to judge because I feel like I didn't really drive it, super well. Still got the author medal time, so we take that, but these little dirt hills that we drove over, like this one here, there was one earlier as well, felt like they were basically designed to slide you out, and really didn't care for those parts, and the rest of the track was kind of just okay. My 594th author medal came on the track Turtles in Training, which was made by Key, and it was the track of the day on December 1st of 2025. Turtles in Training was a lull track with an author time of 35.42 seconds. About 2,200 players have this one, making it the easiest one from today's video. Took me just 8 minutes to drive it, ending with a time of 34.758 seconds. Honestly, don't have a lot to say about this one. I thought it was a perfectly fine lull track. I did not play it all that much after getting the AT. Just really nothing about it. Made me want to come back and play more. Next up, we have the most recent track featured in today's video, Stadium Atrium, which was made by Dr. B Better, and it was the track of the day on January 5th of 2026. Stadium Atrium is a tech track that has an author time of 55.508 seconds, and about 1,600 players have this one. Took me about 10 minutes to get, ending with a time of 55.123 seconds. Unfortunately, this was another track that wasn't all that well calculated, but unlike the Light of Valinor track, this one was definitely more of a hindrance, and that will be in the terms of a couple of drifts on this one. There was a very long left-hand drift, or you could split it into two separate drifts. Either way, it was awkward and could result in no slides, and the same exact thing can be said for this upcoming right-hand drift. You can either extend it for a very long time or go for that double drift, which again can result in no slides, so yeah, the miscalculation on this one definitely hurt it more. My 596th author medal came on the track Rocket Racing, but it's actually good too, which was made by Merlot's, and it was the track of the day on January 1st of 2026. Rocket Racing was a lull and speed fun track that had an author time of 45.488 seconds, and about 675 players have achieved this author medal as well. Took me about 26 minutes to get, ending with a time of 45.323 seconds. I really wish I could have enjoyed this track more than I did, but the inconsistencies of the bumpers and landings made this far less enjoyable than I would have liked it to be. Not to mention that the risky finish is also easily missable, which isn't a problem in of itself, but the fact that you can't even see the risky finish is an actual problem. My 597th and final author medal in today's video came on the track Artroy Inc., which was made by Artroy, and it was the track of the day on January 2nd of 2026. Artroy Inc. was a speed tech track with an author time of 48.05 seconds, and about 600 players have also achieved this author medal. Took me about 46 minutes to get, ending with a time of 47.918 seconds. Unfortunately, we're not going to be ending off today on a strong note, as I don't think this was a very good track. For the most part, it was kind of just okay, but then when you get up into the last water bounce, it is just a complete disaster. It is extremely inconsistent, the landing is terrible, sometimes you don't get rid of the water wheels, making you slide out, and overall, I think this part should have just straight up disqualified it from being a track of the day in the first place. And with that, we will conclude volume number 27 here today. Of course, if you are interested in driving any of the tracks you saw, there will be links in the description to all of them, and you can also find them in my in-game club called Club Teuty. As always, I also hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to like it and subscribe so you don't miss out on any in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.